Hey everybody, this is Robin
And
and
Rhea. And Rhea. One day we'll get that right.
Robin and Reyes are amazing
Amazing face.
ranks. Okay, so we have taken a little bit of a break from the holidays. We're back in saddle and we are excited to come to you guys with another episode. We really, really love sharing these videos. Just both of our journeys are so different. But the reason why we wanted to create this channel was to be a source of light and hope and inspiration to anyone who is wanting to build a successful and sustainable home based business. And through this vehicle, create a life that you've always imagined.
And y'all, we really hope to add some value through our weekly tips and trainings and really help you, achieve true wellness in the four pillars of health.
Yeah, sure. So, what you got? What were you thinking
Okay.
about today,
So
Rhea?
today I'm really excited, y'all. I love how this is set up, how Robin and I, we don't have like this calendar of topics, right? We literally, when we're about to do our call, we're like, okay, what are we going to talk about? And it really goes with what we are feeling at the moment, what we're experiencing ourselves, because that's really how we can truly share and help you, like we said, achieve true wellness, right? So, what I wanted to talk about today is something that I am having to really hone in on. And that, y'all, is finding happiness in the journey and not just the destination. So often we're like, okay, I'll do this when, or I'll be happy when. I remember literally used to think to myself when I was in high school and college, y'all, especially in college, I used to think to myself, I don't really feel like I'm, satisfied with life now, but I know when I'm a wife and mom, I'm going to be so happy and so satisfied. Let anybody else think that way? Maybe as females, especially, but I always thought when I get married, I'm just going to be so happy. Everything's going to be great. When I have kids, oh, it's just going to be like so happy. And yes, I am happy, but it doesn't work that way. We all know it doesn't work that way. It's not like when I get this, then I'll be happy. Y'all, it doesn't work that way. You have to find happiness in your joy in the journey. And so that's so important with your plexus journey. So important. Not focusing on this destination, finding happiness in this destination, finding happiness in this rank. When I get to diamond, then I'll be good. Then I'll be happy. And then you're just focused on this rank, whether it's, or when I get to gold, I'll be happy. When I get to silver, I'll be happy. So you're just focusing on this rank, and one, that just doesn't work out that way. It doesn't work out that way because if you're only focused on you and getting yourself to that rank and not really focused on the journey, one, you probably won't get there. Just to be honest, you probably won't get there. One, and
Because you'll
two,
quit it before you ever get there.
exactly. So because you're like, I'm tired of not being happy. Bye.
Right.
And you're looking for something that's not there. So that's number one. Number two, if by chance you do get there, right, somehow you won't stay there. You won't stay there. Okay. And then you'll be like, well, hold on. I thought everything was gonna be, cupcakes and roses now. So and I wanted to share my perspective on this. The reason why I'm having to really stop and focus on that is because my journey to diamond was fairly quick, right? So, and I did have a goal. I was very intentional about having a goal um, to be emerald by July, which was my 1 year mark, to be emerald by my 1 year. And I was diamond by that 1 year mark. And the way I was able to be diamond by that 1 year mark, my team started growing very quickly. And that was intentional. I was working very hard, right? And but I saw the potential. I saw like, okay, this growth is happening. Let's, or this person is interested. This person is. I have a business builder here and a business builder here. Let's pour into it. And then I just started working nonstop, being very intentional about that. And I started pouring into my team members. I started pouring into the people that were like, hey, this is, because it was right during COVID, and they're like, things are shut down. I can't work. I need extra income. So I started pouring into them to help them with this extra income, and focusing on all of our growth got me to diamond in a year. But I didn't once think, I got to get to diamond. I got to get to diamond. I got to get to diamond by July. Like that wasn't my thought. Honestly, y'all, like our growth was just phenomenal. Now I did think, okay, I really want to get to emerald. I'm shooting for emerald by July. I'm shooting for emerald by July. And but I did that by focusing on my team growth. You have to focus on your growth also. You have to also focus on your
Yeah,
growth.
there's strategy involved,
Right.
right? Hmm.
But you have to pour into other people also. So while I was like, okay, I'm going for Emerald by July, I was like, this person's going for gold by July, right? So I'm helping this person get to gold by July. And this person, wants to do this. And then we have, a convention contest. So this person wants to get that. She wants to get the gala or dinner, something, and she wants to get the flight reimbursement. And so I'm helping people while I'm helping myself also. I have my strategy too. I have my goals also. But you have to really stop and enjoy it. You have to stop and enjoy it because listen, I have also seen when people are really focused on that destination, and when they don't get that destination by that date, they're just crushed. I mean, they're crushed. And the following month, right? The first of the month after that month that they didn't get that destination, they're like, what do I do? I have no motivation. What do I, it's just like deflated. And that can't happen. That can't happen. So it really is a lot about mindset. I'm going to be quiet. I'm sure my wrap it up music is coming on. But and I love to hear what Robin has to share also. But I just want to stress this, right? Yes, you have a goal. You should always have a goal, right? And your team should always have a goal. And y'all should always be striving for that goal. But do not be so focused on 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 30 days from now, that you're not focusing on now. Okay. Focus on now. And that'll get you to the from now, if that makes sense. And it's a game. It was a game changer for me. It really was. Okay. I'll be quiet.
Yeah.
What do you
I
there,
love
Robin?
I love that you talked about, it really being about the journey and not the destination, because I am living proof that if I had not focused on the journey and only focused on where I was headed or where I wanted to be, absolutely would not be here. Um, Obviously, you guys know my story. It took me almost 7 years to get to Diamond. I stayed at Emerald for 3.5, almost 4 years. And I was working like a diamond, y'all. Like I was working just as hard as Rhea worked. And I did that year in and year out for years. And the one thing that I have to reiterate is that it really does show you the importance of knowing your why. Because if your why is only attached to you, or only attached to your financial goals, or only attached to your family, it doesn't mean that you won't get there, but it needs to be deeper than that, because this business is so much bigger than just you. It's so much bigger than just me. So you've got to really form a why that's going to be strong enough to carry you through really tough times, because guess what? It was through the seasons of me having ups and downs in my business that I really embraced this idea of who I was becoming in the process, right? So this is all about your own personal growth and your own personal levels of leadership, and you raising your leadership lid so you can help others to raise theirs. And so that's when I figured out early on, like, man, if I'm going to stick with this, A, I got to keep my mindset in check. B, I have to completely focus my efforts on helping others, because when you can help enough people reach their own goals, then guess what? You're going to reach your goals by default, right? That's just the nature of the business that we're in. And so it was always me focusing my efforts on my personal growth, how I was raising my own personal leadership lid, which meant that because I wasn't pouring from an empty cup, I could then help pour into others, right? Because you can only really help somebody else if you've got something to offer them, something to add value. And so that's the reason why personal growth in this business is so incredibly important. But guys, I learned early on that it really wasn't about the rank. Like the rank would come, and I had faith. I had deep, deep faith that while I can't really see what's in front of me, like I can only see the next step, but I can't see too far down the line, because in a business like this, you just don't know. I mean, Rhea literally a year ago today had no idea she'd be diamond by July 30th. Like, are you kidding me? I
Mhm.
mean, we could run down the points, right? And know like where I was in January of 2020 and where you were in January of 2020. And I would venture to say that neither one of us thought that God would show up in the way that he did in 2020 for both
I'll
of
look
us.
right now. I have my points calendar by me. I'm gonna look right now. Okay.
Yeah, share with us.
Okay.
But
Let's
I
see.
mean, that just goes to show you that you literally, this has to be about, go ahead.
145 points.
145 points on January 25th.
Yep.
January 25th of 2020. And so that is proof, y'all, that if you're only focused on that, you're not even able to enjoy the journey, right? Because for me, enjoying the journey is me becoming a wife, me becoming a better leader, me becoming a better friend, me becoming a better Christ follower. Me doing all those things then helps me to have the confidence to be like, hey, I want to help lift somebody else up. Because most of us start at Plexus because we weren't optimally functioning, whether it was our health, whether it was spiritually, whether it was mentally, whether it was emotionally, whether it was relationally or financially. Probably all of us might have been a little bit raggedy in all 5 areas, right? Most people that start Plexus, I mean, and it
Yeah.
takes you joining a journey like this, though, right, Raya, for you to even realize, yeah, I was kind of raggedy relationally. I was kind of raggedy emotionally. Like I didn't have very high emotional intelligence. And so this journey really forces you, if you allow it, it enforces you to grow in so many ways. And so that's why I'm always going to be a proponent of helping people to see this is about the long game in this business, not about the short game. So
Great.
absolutely finding joy in the journey. That's what this is about.
Yes. Yes. I love it. Thank you, Robin. Thank you. Yes. 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 So y'all definitely, just if you take anything from this call, just please take that. You need to enjoy this journey and you need to find happiness in the journey because trust and believe when you get to that destination, that happiness will be tenfold, right?
Yep.
And you won't be kind of like, well, now what? Like the day after the wedding, you plan for a year, and people are like, okay, I'm back from my honeymoon. Now what? It won't be like that because you'll be looking at all these wonderful team members with you that you're like, oh, we're just growing and loving and going. And yes, so enjoy the journey, enjoy the happiness in the journey, not just the destination, because there's happiness in the destination too. But you won't get to that happiness in the destination without having happiness in this journey.
Totally.
All right, Robin, you want to wrap us up with that? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I love it. Thank you so much. This is one of Raya's ideas for this topic this week, and I absolutely love it. And I think it's always really important to circle back around and really think about why are you doing this? What's your core motivation? And truly focusing on who you're becoming in the process and focusing on the journey, not the destination. So with that, we'll close this out today, but just wanted to share one of our favorite scriptures with you. It really fuels me to always end with just some encouraging words. Specifically, the reason why we said that you should really run your best race in a business like this because it's your race. And that's from Hebrews 12:1 and 2. The scripture says, therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses in this life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down, especially the sin that so easily traps us up, and let us run with endurance the race that God has set before us.
And so until next time, y'all, God bless. And remember to always run your best race.
Yes.
Thank y'all.
All right, girl. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you later, Mama. Bye.
Bye.